Alex.
Hey, Andrew.
What's this?
This is Brains on the Outside.
And what is Brains on the Outside?
Brains on the Outside is a weekly podcast about exploring creativity through ridiculous business ideas.
That's right. Every single week, we come up with ridiculous business ideas like, what if there was a Ted Danson robot in every supermarket to greet you?
Why?
Well, because then wherever you went, someone would know your name.
It's good. It's really good. When people think about creativity, they mostly think about thinking outside of the box.
But we want to go way further.
That box is inside your brain.
Yeah. So you need to get right outside the box, right outside your brain.
Right out there.
And that's where you come up with excellent business ideas. Like, what if there was tubes in your house that could deliver you sausage rolls and baked beans?
Exactly.
So I've been thinking a lot about growing food this week.
Oh.
And I've got a bit of a business idea that I wanted to show you and discuss, and hopefully we can flesh it out a bit.
Nice. Okay, good.
Okay. So in my house, we grow little chilies, little pot plants.
Delicious.
And sometimes we make sourdough.
Oh.
But that's really where our sort of capabilities of homegrown food begin and end. Like, we can cook, obviously, but we can't grow the ingredients ourselves.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, you live in a flat. We live in a house. We have a bit of a garden. We have a little vegetable patch in the garden. We grow some veggies in there.
Yeah. So back where I grew up, my mom has a greenhouse, so they can grow lots and lots of stuff. And actually, lots of my family at home have vegetable patches and stuff, so they can grow vegetables and carrots and tatties and neeps and all that sort of good Scottish hardy food.
Just because it's Shetland so far north, right? Do you have to grow those things that we would grow just outside? Do you have to grow them in a greenhouse? Do you have to grow turnips in a greenhouse to get them to grow at all, Andrew? Or are they hardier than that?
So you can get a tatty or a neep from the ground like normal, but if you have the audacity to want to grow like a tomato,
oh yeah,
that's greenhouse.
Yeah,
that's greenhouse stuff. But I guess my point is, greenhouse or not, they can grow a lot of stuff that I just can't because they have a garden and I don't. So what I want is a service where I can expand the range of things I can grow in my flat.
Oh yeah, so you get those like so you get like the indoor grow room things that you can put inside your house. You know, you can grow basil and stuff like that, and they've got special grow lights on them, and your other herbs that you want to grow in there, costing money and whatever else. But you know, you can definitely. I mean, you couldn't grow a carrot in there, but you can grow tomatoes inside the house. I know that's possible.
Yeah, but I want to go deeper. I want to have the entire experience of growing tatties and neeps and carrots in my flat. And I'm willing to give up space. So my pitch is, what if there was a business that came and converted one of your rooms to a growing area? They came with like a ton of mud, a literal ton of mud. You paid by the ton, and they just dump it into your spare bedroom / office.
Mm-hmm.
And they put those grow lights. They just kit the whole room up with grow lights. And now you can use that room effectively as a garden for growing things.
Wow.
So now you can actually make everything from step one. Grow your carrots, grow your tomatoes, grow your strawberries.
Wow. I love this. I love the idea of opening the living room door and there's a foot of mud in there. And I step up onto the foot of mud and there's just vegetables growing in my living room.
Yeah,
Can I still use it as a room as well? Do I still have a TV and a sofa in there?
If you want, but I imagine there'll be a cognitive shift to you effectively thinking of this space as an extension of the outside.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Yeah, this is good. I mean, I don't see any structural integrity problems with having an extra ton of mud sitting on the 15th floor of a block of flats. I don't see any. Let's just skip over that. Let's not worry about that.
That's for the architects to discuss.
Yeah, that's a problem for them.
We're talking about gardening right now.
Okay. Yeah. So then you'd be able to, grow all these things and you become more self-sufficient.
Yeah, so there's lots of benefits, right? In Brexit Britain,
yeah,
you know, regularly there's no food on the shelves. So you got around that.
Yeah.
You are effectively now a microbrewery for carrots. You can have small batch carrots made and sell them to your neighbors. Be really cool.
This is like absolute prepper heaven, isn't it? Like if you live in a city you are capable of sustaining yourself by growing your own vegetables.
I've not thought about the post-apocalypse implications of this, but actually a lot of our ideas do boil down to like, what if we were just preppers?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and now, so you've got veggies sorted. It is definitely possible to get house chickens as well. So you could also have eggs every day. So you have eggs and tomatoes, carrots, spuds.
In the garden. In the inside garden.
So in the inside house.
When you asked, is there a sofa in there? My initial response was no, but you could take your dog for a walk. So I guess once we have accepted that dogs will use the space to go for their daily walkies, I guess chucking some chickens in there, that makes sense as well to me.
It's good. I like it. I mean, you know, in the UK at the moment, the things that are in short supply and are expensive are broccoli, tomatoes, cucumbers, and eggs. So that kind of works out pretty good.
There's an interesting thing where if you have total climate control of this room, of this box, could you effectively just treat it like out in Mexico and have an entirely different?
You're growing tomatillos.
Yeah.
And agave cactuses inside the house. I guess you have to be pretty wealthy to do that. Most of us are going to be living with a Shetland-like climate inside a house.
Okay, yeah, shit. The cost of living crisis forbids us from keeping it like really like 39 degrees the whole time.
Another thing that occurs to me is rain, and irrigation, because all these veggies need rainwater and irrigation. So you're going to have to do. So if you're a top floor flat, it's not a problem because you just put holes in the roof.
So the easiest solution to this is it's also your bathroom. So it's not so much that there's a sofa and TV in there. You go in, there's a foot of mud, there's a shower, and there's a toilet.
It's like an ultimate wet room.
It's yeah. People are always trying to stop mold growth.
Yeah.
In their house. That we don't want mold growth in your house, but we do want growth of other living things like carrots and chickens.
Yeah, good. Okay, yeah, I feel like we've solved those problems. Now, if I put my prepper hat on,
right?
I feel like a prepper hat is probably some kind of
tinfoil
Stetson with tinfoil in it, or maybe a fedora with tinfoil in it, and maybe some kind of hard hat apparatus underneath.
Sounds safe and stylish.
But if I put that on, what I'm not getting in my diet now is a lot of calcium. So
you want full your entire dietary needs contained in this one wet room.
Yeah, I think so. And, you know, I mean, people talk about broccoli's got a lot of calcium in it, but, you know I want that good.
You want that veal
I want
milk.
that good milk.
You want the good milk. Look at the good milk. You need the good cow.
Can you put a cow in my house in this process? Is that possible?
If you close your eyes and imagine all the farmyard animals you learn about at school, you can get them all in your bathroom.
Well, they do breed like micro pigs, right? That's a thing.
I read this. Oh, this in my head. I forgot the story ends up kind of sad, I think. But Logan Paul, famous YouTube idiot, bought a micro pig and then realized it wasn't a micro pig. It was a macro pig. It was a real pig.
Yeah.
I think it got rescued in the end, though, so it was okay.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, okay. You open the door to your bathroom or another room of choice that's good irrigation. Foot of mud. You're growing all your vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
There's chickens there. There is also the other farmyard animals. There's this little sheep.
Oh, so I can knit and
there. Yeah.
Oh,
we're gonna have it all. There's a sheep. There's a pig. There's a cow. The big three. All the things you need.
Big three.
My girlfriend actually, she does a lot of like knitting and crochet, so this has actually worked out pretty well for us because then you can make your own wool.
Yeah, this is. I'm still getting over the fact that you just called them the big three, the big five of safari, the big three of the farmyard, sheeps and pigs, and cows.
Yes, like you're on safari, you want to see the big five. If I went to a farmyard and I didn't see the big three, I'd feel like this is a pretty shit farmyard.
Oh, yeah, good. Okay, so how I mean, we talked about structural integrity issues. Cows are really, really, really heavy.
Yeah.
Really heavy. How many cows do you need? You only need one cow to make milk.
I guess.
How many gallons of milk do you get out of one cow per day, Andrew?
So in lieu of answering that question directly, I'll pose another question, which is, do we think a block of flats, do they live in a commune now where they share their food and milk, or are we still in a hyper-capitalist? You are going to grow these vegetables, eat yourself, to prep, and then to sell as artisanally grown carrots, Alex specials in your house. Because then if you're living in this nice commune, then you only need one cow and it can live on the ground floor, rather than putting the cow on the top floor and having the potential of it like comically falling through every single floor, tenderizing the meat as it goes.
Okay, so yes, I mean, I guess in the commune situation, you could just do it by floor, couldn't you? Like bottom 3 floors, dairy herd.
Yeah.
Floors 4 to 6, carrot farm.
Yeah.
Floors 7 to 9 is cabbages, lettuces, and other things that look like cabbages and lettuces.
You rank everything by weight. Heavier things at the bottom, light things on top.
Yeah, chickens at the top.
Okay. I guess the core concept though is I can grow things I can't grow normally.
Yeah.
In my flat now.
Now, there's one other thing that's in my head that is, we went through a kind of shortage of, definitely in the UK, at the height of the pandemic, and people were stockpiling. And that's toilet rolls. Where does logging fit into this, Andrew?
I was kind of thinking you're going to want to, everyone's going to have like a paper prep. Okay, they're logging. So the issue is logging requires trees, and I guess they have deep roots.
They also grow way taller than one floor.
I guess you could put them in atriums and things. I don't know.
Or they have to go on the roof. Every roof of every block of flats has a forest on it.
A singular, enormous oak tree
that you coppice to get wood so that you can, so that people can whittle, because everyone in a commune whittles.
Yeah,
that's a whole thing, and also so that you can turn it into extra additional support beams to keep the floors up.
Support beams. Maybe houses of little mulchers. So you need to go to the toilet, you go to the top floor, you take a twig off, you mulch it and make it into paper.
Yeah.
And then you're ready to go to the toilet. And then you dole that time up with like tending for your crops.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think, everything we've got. Yeah. I mean, you could grow grapes in there.
Yeah.
Turn the temperature up. You've got your own, not champagne TM.
So there's the whole Cosy Lives thing about not being able to afford the nice hot temperatures, but I guess you have this balance of the hotter the temperature is, the more exotic your crop you can grow, and therefore you can charge more when you sell it at the farmer's market. You will inevitably end up at.
But also, if you've got a forest on the roof of your building, that's keeping a lot of warm in. And if you've got a lot of cows and animals at the bottom of your building, that's generating a lot of heat. So actually, the Cosy Lives is not going to be as much of an issue for you.
Yeah.
Which is fair. I feel like that's... Now, I do have a couple of questions.
Are we going... At the start of the story, you said outside the box thinking. Are we going inside the box thinking?
I am going to firmly put my brain on the inside.
Okay, right. I'm ready to take some constructive feedback.
What about the poop? Where does that go? If you've got 20 cows living on the ground floor, and 200 chickens living on the top floor, and then various pigs throughout, and a donkey and a goat, and various other farmyard animals.
Okay.
Pigs as well. Where is all the crap going, Andrew? What are we doing with that?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm going to straight up say at the top, human poop goes where it normally goes. Plumbing remains. Any animal you can train to use a human toilet, you do that. Good luck. Normal pets remain in the same system as well. Litter box and doggies go outside.
Right.
Now, for the farming animals, it's actually a pretty simple fix. What is the main ingredient of fertilizer?
Oh, yeah, okay.
You have a big-ass tree growing on your roof that needs to get fertilized. You need to be constantly fertilizing all the mud that's now in your bathroom and other rooms. So a lot of this is self-sustaining. This is just another product that you can sell.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to smell really bad in your house now.
It is. Yeah, I mean, the amount of fertilizer going up and down inside the lift is going to be pretty unpleasant. You get trapped in there with 3.5 tons of fertilizer because the lift's broken. That's a real bad time.
So you had to think about the cost-benefit analysis of different systems. Either it goes down the lift, or London ends up like Victorian London again, where you're chucking poop
out
of windows.
If you're fertilizing the trees on the roof, you got to get it up somehow. So, yeah, it does have to go up somehow. So the other thing that's in my head there is you mentioned just before, some of these things have very deep roots, and a foot of soil is not going to do it.
Yep.
Especially those trees. The mushroom farm that you might want to grow as well. You need good soil for that.
Good roots, good deep soil. Yeah, okay. So you see, you don't have to go on this alone, right? You're in a commune now.
Yeah.
You're a communist. You're working together with your fellow comrades to grow this stuff. Say you want to grow a deep root vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
You go to your neighbor, your comrade who lives below you, and they're like, hey, that spare room you're using, your master bedroom potentially, can you move out of that and go to your spare room because your master bedroom is directly below my growth suite? Now, can we just fill your entire master bedroom up with soil?
Okay.
Top to toe. And then we can knock the roof down in between the two, and you just go down.
Stuff like one big deep. Okay, yeah.
And then you split the profits.
Nice. Yeah, okay. Right. That's problem number 2 solved.
Mm-hmm.
Problem number 3 is
you got a lot of problems with this.
Well, I'll put my brain on the inside, Andrew.
Right, yeah.
I'm in serious business mode now.
This is the sort of questions that get asked in like the Apple boardroom.
Yeah, exactly. Pineapples take 2 years to grow. What about crops that have a very long crop rotation? Like pineapples. Like, if I'm tasked with growing pineapples in the commune, I have nothing to trade for 2 years until my first pineapple crop comes up.
So you said a word that was slightly alarming, that task. You're not going to... I guess these flats might devolve into a communist system where you were given a role, but I hope that we don't get there immediately. But I guess, yeah, you're going to have mixed. You
mean I'm going to have to grow more than one thing?
Potentially, if it's these long things. And it's also, the main worry for me with actually, now you mentioned this, 2-year growth cycles, it means potentially only certain people can grow them. People who can afford or are okay with signing up for 2-year leases.
Right. Yeah.
And I want us to avoid this sort of have and have not bourgeoisie proletariat thing in this system.
Uh-huh.
I want everyone to be able to grow everything. Again, maybe it's just a cost thing. Maybe it's like, yeah, you're signing up for this 2-year lease. You're tending to your pineapples every day, like singing to them, rubbing lotion on them for them to grow correctly. I don't know how you look after pineapples, but you can sell them for more now because society now recognizes how long it takes to grow them.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you feel suitably? Do you feel that your fears suitably?
Yeah, I think I'd be in for this as long as I got a low maintenance crop.
Yeah.
Like if it's something that I have to look after every day, I probably would be like, actually, no, I'll just live in a regular house.
Maybe the system is you can grow whatever you want to sell, but if you want to take part in the neighborly comrade sharing of fruit and vegetables, then there is also, you get a secondary assigned crop. So there's the crop you can sell and the crop that goes to the
Oh,
the
right.
gang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so right. So if I want to make starfruit and no one likes starfruit's shit. But if I
strong opinion. Okay, right. Yeah.
You ever had a starfruit?
No, but
Then you don't have a fucking opinion.
That's okay. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
It's like a bad apple. It just looks cool, but it doesn't really even look like if you slice it up, it looks like a star.
So wait, do you want to grow a starfruit or do you not want to grow a starfruit?
No, but if I was an idiot and I want to grow a starfruit,
yeah,
and no one in the commune's going to want a starfruit.
No.
But I've also been assigned a vegetable that everyone does like.
Mm-hmm.
Carrots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or sweet corn.
Ooh.
You not like sweet corn?
No.
Like the least offensive vegetable.
I don't know. The big giant guy. I don't know. I don't trust him.
I was once in America on the way to Wisconsin, and I saw the green giant. It's a huge one. It's like 20 feet tall beside the side of the road.
For a second, I thought this was a bit. And you're like, oh, you saw the giant. Like,
no, it's a real story. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait. So what was your point?
Like we can't. If people are allowed to grow their own crops, Andrew, we cannot accommodate people who want to grow shit crops.
It's just the will of the market, though. You know, you can grow a shit crop if you want, but you're gonna have to eat it yourself, and it might not sell very well.
Okay. Like I feel like we're confused between what a commune and our communist ideal is.
I'm not,
and also a capitalist market.
I'm not here to rewrite fucking Das Kapital. You know, I'm just saying, like, there's different ways we can roll this out throughout the country.
Okay, fine.
So, fine. Bring it back to basics.
Yeah.
You've heard all this. What do you think is the version 1 of this?
I think version 1 of this is we go around to your flat and we get on the phone to B&Q and we order 5 tons of topsoil and we dump it out into your living room. And we see where we go from there.
I think that's actually it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think making it a commune overcomplicated. I think it's just a man with a van shows up, dumps out a bunch of topsoil, and you go from there.
Where do you want this, mate? Oh, in the living room. What? You what?
If one of our listeners were about to dump 5 tons of topsoil into the living room, and they were really excited to tell us about it, how would they get in contact with us, Alex?
The best way to get in contact with us is via our email, which is brainsontheoutside@gmail.com. If you do dump 5 tons of topsoil into your living room, before you do it, can we come and watch?
Yes.
As well, please. And also, can we see your significant other's facial expressions
as you do it?
As they return home from a hard day's work down the mines and wade into a foot-deep mud in the living room, sit down to watch TV.
I can't imagine a scenario where anyone would be angry about that.
No.
Aside from hearing about that, we'd also love to hear your business ideas. We get loads of them from you, and we love it when you do. And whoever makes contact with us in literally any way at all, we'll send a bunch of merch to.
We would also really, really love it if you could tell your friends about the show. This is the way that shows like ours get new audience. We don't really do any marketing because we're bad at that.
Very bad at it, yeah.
So we rely on word of mouth and referrals to get new listeners. And we love that. We love it when new people listen. And if you are a new listener, drop us an email and let us know, because we love to hear from people like you.
Do you have a final business idea?
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah. Everybody wants a jetpack.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But jetpacks, I've decided to passe.
Oh.
Instead, I want a personal mining vehicle.
You go deep, deep down.
Yeah. Yeah. Down is the new up. Keep your brain on the outside, Andrew.
Keep your brain on the outside.